Hi, my name is Liz Thompson, and this is an introduction video for IME 315, Financial Decision Making for Engineers, for the winter of 2023 class. So today I'm going to just give you a welcome, which I kind of did, a little bit of introduction to me, a bit about the context in which we live and how that might affect our learning in this class. And then I'm going to kind of go over some of the important aspects of how to maneuver this course in a fully asynchronous way. So a little bit about me. My name is Liz. I have a deep connection to Cal Poly. I have been teaching for 29 years, so quite a long time. I also went to school here, and two of my three children went to school at Cal Poly. So I have a lot of affinity for Cal Poly. I'm also the advisor to Engineers Without Borders and OSTEM, which is Out in STEM Club, and I really enjoy working with those students. Most of my interest is in the area of social justice and looking at how power influences our institutions. I'm deeply into systems thinking, so thinking through how the structures of our system actually create what we might call problems, and that the systems need to change if we want to fix the problems. I'm also really doing a lot of research in education. I look at structural changes, like I just said, when I think about systems thinking, and particularly in the area of grading, which you'll see in this course because the grading is quite a bit different probably than you've seen before. I also am very interested in integrated learning, so not just learning tasks related to engineering, but actually how they impact and relate to the world we live in. I'm also very interested in change management and teaching a change management course in the spring quarter, and I'm very interested in that aspect. So you can see I have 10 years of work experience, and it's actually almost all of it is in the area of this class, so I have a pretty deep understanding of these concepts. I have an undergraduate degree in industrial engineering from Cal Poly. I have an MS in industrial and systems engineering and an MBA from USC. I also have a PhD in education from University of California, Santa Barbara. So that's a little bit about me. So the context of engineering and the learning we're doing, I just want to name that this is a particular time in our life where we're very concerned about climate change and how that might be impacting our planet and the future of our planet. We're still in the midst of COVID-19, and many of us don't quite know how to maneuver that, and it's an interesting time to be thinking, what does this mean for our future? That's high inflation, so that's definitely something that's going to be impacting the kinds of analysis we do in this class. There's quite a bit of economic uncertainty, a lot of differences between those who make a whole lot of money and those who really can't even afford to have a place to live. And then also just the overturning of Roe versus Wade has impacted some of the civil rights of many of the citizens in this world, especially women. And so that's something to be thinking about. And we also live in a quite divided nation where many of us have strong views that are hard to sway, including me. So this online course, I'm going to go over some of the expectations, the grading and due dates, the organization of the Canvas site, a little bit about GWR. It just seems like a funny thing to be talking about in an engineering class, but I wanted to let you know that it's a possibility to do some GWR work for your GWR portfolio if you didn't take a class. And then also how to contact me. So the expectations of the course, this course is organized on a Canvas page using pages, not modules, and you'll link to these pages through icons here. And the first one is the course logistics. And I'd like you to go through that course logistics in quite a bit of detail so you understand how the course is organized, because there's a lot of information in there. But one thing I want to really draw your attention to is these expectations that I believe are important for you to understand what you can expect from me. So I'm just going to go ahead and read them because they're important to me and I want to make sure you hear them. So as an instructor, I will recognize this unusual time we are living through by accommodating your needs to the best of my ability and attending to the current events where appropriate. I will attempt to see you for who you are rather than through stereotypes. I will welcome different ways of understanding, knowing, and being. I will attempt to understand your point of view. I will attempt to be fair, including a fair consideration of ideas. I will prepare the course content in a way that I don't waste your time. I will use the most current scientific understanding of how people best learn, and I will trust that you know yourself and your needs, interests, and values better than I do. And so as a student, I'd like you to answer this question on the page, is what can I count on you for and the rest of the class for? And this is a public discussion post, so make sure you put something in there that you don't mind everybody reading. I also want to look at this page, this course logistic page, because the whole course is organized through sort of icons. So the things that I'm going to be referencing with icons is videos that you need to watch in order to complete assignments, assignments to complete, and resources that are optional but that you might find interesting. So as you maneuver through the course, you'll see some of that material. And I'd like to actually switch to the Canvas site right now so that you can see what I'm talking about. Homepage on the Canvas site, and you can see I have some important things listed there, like my office hours and how to get in contact with me. I'd like you to read this as sort of an overview of the class, but you can also see all these icons here, and what it is this first icon is the logistics icon that I just referenced, and then this is the content for the first exam. This is the content for the second exam, and then down here is information about projects, which will be important to you if you want to earn a higher grade. So I'm just going to look at just this particular content area, and you can see at the top it says it's organized by 7 different sections, subtopics. So they're numbered 1 through 7 here, and each of them has a little bit of an introduction, and then this icon that indicates a video, an assignment, and then extra resources that you might want. And you can see all the way through here, there's multiple assignments, multiple videos that you'll need to do for each of these sections. And then when you're done, you can either go back home or you can go to the next topic, which is also organized in the same way. So I hope that is clear when you're maneuvering through the Canvas content. So an important part of this is the grading aspect of this class, because I know that's important to you. One thing you need to remember is there's only 3 grades possible in the class. The first is a C, and you can earn a C by completing 90% of the assignments, and they're all pass-fail, and also taking the 2 exams and getting a 90% or higher on those exams. And there will be multiple retakes so that you can achieve the 90% level. So that will just give you a C. That's the most important content that you'll need in order to move on from this class. But if you'd like to get a higher grade, a B or an A, you do what's necessary for a C, and then you also do 1 project for a B and 2 projects for an A. So that's the way you can get a higher grade. I just want to let you know that the assignments, discussion posts, and quizzes have suggested due dates. Those are not firm due dates. There's no penalty for late work. It'll just help you keep on track. All of the assignments need to be done and corrected by March 24th, so that I can enter the grades in time. Oh gosh. Says August 27th, which is wrong, so I need to change that. But all the assignments will be graded either with a 0, a 0.5, or a 1.0. 1.0 means they're complete. A 0 means you haven't done it yet, or even really done any job on it at all. And a 0.5 means that I've looked at it, or the grader has looked at it, but you need to resubmit. Another thing is there are 2 exams in the class. These are the first administration of the exam. There will be multiple times after that you can take the exam. And then all projects are also due on March 24th so that I can get them graded in time. So make sure you answer this first assignment here, which is what grade do you want in this class? And because you can tell that everybody's going to be getting a C because you're just going to take the tests until you achieve that level. But if you want an A or B, it's really up to you about how much work you want to do. And it is totally fine with me if this is your senior, you're graduating in March, and you just want to be done and you don't care about this class and you don't really want to do any more work. It's totally fine with me. But you can also achieve higher grades if you do those. And then I actually went over this organization, the logistics, the content, and the projects on the main homepage. And just knowing this is information about the first exam. This slide doesn't have the correct dates, but Canvas does. And this is about the second exam. And that the GWR is also something that's interesting for this class, is that most of the work you do in engineering is often collaboratively written, and the GWR requires, if you're going to be doing a portfolio for the GWR as opposed to taking a class, they want you to submit a graded individual assignment. And these projects A and B will be that. It has to be 750 words, but that should be fine. You should be able to make that. And so if you want to request grading on projects, you'll need to submit right here the idea that telling me that you want to request a project for grading for the GWR. And that would be something that you'd be able to do. And then you have to take care of submitting it yourself to the GWR for the portfolio, but I will give you a grade, which is what they need. That grade won't affect your grade in this class, but it will be a grade on the assignment. So how to contact me, you can see my email, you can message me through Canvas. I have office hours, I have by request Zoom meetings, texting, or phone call. That's about it for the class, and I look forward to learning with you.